everybody, it's Saskia here again, doing another scrapbook process video. And actually I want to dedicate this video to my mom because this is going to be a layout about tulips and she loves to see the tulips. And I love you, Mom, and she's my biggest fan watching my videos, so this one's for you, Mom. Anyways, this layout I'm going to do is going to be from a challenge I saw on Scrapper Stash. And you had to use the word stencil and come up with a different thing for each of the letters. So my eye is actually this invisible clouds paper you see. It's from Bella Boulevard, and I'm really happy with it. I like to use a lot of transparencies. The thing about the transparencies are really kind of flimsy and they wiggle and woggle all over the place. This is actually quite thick and sturdy, so it'll stay really nice in your page. It's not going to flip and flap under the weight of adhering things onto it, so I'm really excited about that. So to go with the other side, I really liked the black and white stripes from this paper. I also really liked that back side of that paper too, but luckily I have 2 sheets of it, so I can use it again. So I can use the back side and cut it up and use it for Project Life or something like that, which I just love the colors and the boldness. It's so me. So now in order to adhere it, I had to think about how I was going to adhere it, and I decided to use some washi tape. It seemed like it would be the best way to get it to adhere. It might work pretty well too if you stitch it. Not sure exactly how well a needle's going to go through it though, because it is quite thick. Even though I did have a pretty easy time cutting it, I'm not sure my needle would handle it. Maybe if you have a really heavy-duty needle, it might work. I wasn't going to chance it. I was just going to use some washi tape. It takes me quite a few tries to get it to line up the right thickness, because my stripes overlap a little bit, so I have some space. But the washi tape is holding it up pretty well, so I'm happy with it. Yay! That's just some washi tape I have laying around. Okay, let's see. So now I've got my layout pretty much set. I'm going to be using, like I said a little bit ago, pictures from when we went to see the tulips last year. I'm excited because it's almost time to see the tulips again this year. It's my favorite time of year. I love seeing the rows and rows and rows of all these beautiful, bright, vibrant colors. It's so much fun. I just hope we get another day with great sun and that we make it out on the sunny day and that it's not too muddy. We were lucky that year, it was last year. It was pretty dry. It wasn't too muddy, but we've been really rainy this year, so we'll see. You know, it's fun going even in the rain, but it's harder to get really cute pictures, and the kids, they get more cranky. I'm sure they'll have a blast stomping around. I should actually go and get some boots for my little guy so he can stomp around in the field and not get too muddy. That would be a good idea. So anyways, I laid a bunch of frames out, and I matted some of my pictures, and I'm just kind of jumping a little bit here. And as you can see, I'm holding another piece of paper. Because what happened was, after I got all my pictures on there, I realized I didn't have enough room for a title and journaling. So at first I was like, well, I'll just use the second piece of that striped paper since I have 2 of them and make a double page layout. And then I realized that's going to be a little bit too much space. I didn't need that much. So I was like, well, I'll just do a page and a half. That will work. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using the extra black bit that I had chopped off before and putting it on the one side. And now I'm just laying my photos out, arranging them. And this is where I started getting an idea to kind of pick out a whole bunch of different things. And I was going to decided to do the little numbers on all of them and then put one card and write all my journaling on it. And it could be like the 10 most fun things. So now I'm jumping ahead a little bit. I've kind of arranged them all where I wanted them to go. I may have already adhered some of them down. I didn't adhere all of them down though. And I'm just slapping on different embellishments for the challenge. Let's see. For S, I was going to do stickers. There's a lot of stickers that I have, so that's super easy. For T, I believe I used thread or twine, also the thickers that I'll use for my title and a little bit tape, kind of, it's hidden, but it's also there too. And also tag, but really that tag is going to be for a different letter. E, I'm going to use enamel dots. I love enamel dots, so they're super easy to get on there. N is going to be for numbers. I'll use lots of numbers on this layout, way more than I ever normally do, so that was kind of cool. C is going to be for cork, which is that little cork tag up there. It's also for color. There's so much color on this layout, so that totally works. I is for the invisibles, and L is going to be for kind of the layers I have going on and letters. Not as creative a thing to think about, but stencil's a really big word with a lot of different things you need to incorporate. So, oh, there's my daughter's hand. She decided to help me a little bit too. And let's see, with that top black and white, I have a here we go in there, but eventually I'm going to switch it out because I'm going to remember that my son tried to eat a tulip. So I'm going to go and hunt that picture down later, and I think you see it in the very final photo. You'll see that photo of him trying to eat the tulip in that particular spot. But for now, that's kind of just my place setter. And I'm just going around adding lots of little stickers now. That little colored tab. I wanted to put it in the top, but then I was like, oh, maybe I can find a better place for it. And I'm going to move it all around all the different photos. In the end, it's going to go right back where it started, because that's where I liked it the best. I liked that color in that area. Let's see. So I didn't glue that one yellow photo down because I knew I was going to put my title in the center. And I realized that since it's a 1.5-page layout, there's that seam there, so I'm going to want to make my title stay in the center. And I'm not really going to think about it too much until a little later. I'll realize that, but anyways, for now I'm trying to just put some different numbers. I was like, I can put the numbers or I can spell them out, and I'm going to try to get that 4 on there in that font, but it's just not going to fit, and so I'm just going to give up and pick a different alphabet and different stickers and just plop them on there. And actually, the yellow that I ended up going with matches the frame better. So in the end, it works out better. But you know, sometimes you gotta try. And of course, it's a pain to get those little alphabet stickers back on the sheet if you don't use them. Then they kind of fall off in the process, and then you're down some letters, but it's okay. So I got it to stick. Got my 4 on there. And I think I'm just picking out, thinking, well, what numbers am I going to do? I knew I wanted for one of them to use one of the little circle stickers I had. A lot of them are doodlebug numbers, because I love all the different colors they have, because they actually have the red, the purple, the green, the blue, the orange. They have them all. It makes me really happy. They have all the bright colors. And some of the numbers also are just from random sticker sheets and things that you have and you accumulate. I'm going to write out another number. That's going to be number 3. And I'm sorry you can't see the whole entire layout. My way my setup is I just couldn't get it all to show up. Eventually I'll move the big sheet to the side and I'll work on just the side small strip. But for now you're kind of missing out on the action from the one side. That's as best I could do. I had some cute flair that I put on there. I think it says, "Oh, happy day." It's always a happy day when you go see the tulips. For me, at least. Now there's a big pause here. I was trying to work those stickers on. It's always interesting watching myself. I never can remember. Oh, labels! That's what the L stood for, labels. I knew I wanted to get a label on there. I was trying to be a little bit more creative, and I was like, I'll use a label. I actually had a hard time finding a label that kind of fit the size. I needed a small size to get what I wanted on there, and eventually found this little orange label guy. He's a cute one. It's kind of hard to pick out what colors you're going to use because I had the orange frame there, so putting the orange label, kind of iffy. Trying to just balance all the bright colors. But luckily my son has orange pants on, so the orange kind of continues through a lot of the photos. And this is just, eventually I'll title this page about his thoughts on the tulips. Oh, there we go. I'm already getting the title on now. And I think I actually have to rearrange them a little bit. Trying to squeeze it all on that one page. It's a lot trickier than you think, that's for sure. Thought I had it pretty planned out, and then I was like, ooh, rearrange. There's more with the bottom words. But anyways, this is page, it's going to be his thoughts. My journaling will all be what he thought about the tulips. It's kind of fun coming up with what a little baby might think of when he sees a tulip for the first time. You know, can I eat it? Does it smell? Can I touch it? How long are we going to be here for? It was a fun day though, and I'm hoping he'll enjoy seeing the tulips again. I ended up putting the word tulips on the side because I just didn't have enough room to fill it, to put it in between the sparkle stickers and the yellow frame. Just didn't have enough room, so I put it to the side. And that actually worked out pretty well. It kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. And picking out the colors for the title, I thought about, oh, will I do black, will I do white? But I have the black and white stripes there, so either way it wasn't going to pop up. So I knew I had to stick with colors. But most of my color stickers are either like an aqua or they're pink. I don't have too many that are of a big size that are different colors. I definitely have to work on accumulating maybe some yellow ones and purple ones, more that pop out. But I did find enough in my stash on random sticker sheets that I could use. So I got that down. Now I think I'm just going to pick out a few more extra little stickers. I'm still working on a few numbers. I'm just putting them there. Had a hard time figuring out where I wanted that 7. I kind of liked it in the one corner, but I liked it in the other corner too. Decisions are so tough sometimes. So I think I'm just still gathering more stickers. I wanted something on that pink frame, and it's going to take me a while to find a little something on there. Oh, there's my enamel dots. Lots of places to put enamel dots, and sometimes I'm like, I don't want to overdo the dots. Just one little dot there. I think I put a few dots on that pink frame too, maybe. Oh, I do know where I put them. On that black and white frame at the bottom, I find dots that fit just those little spots on there, and that's really cool. I'll have a close-up picture of it on the end so you can see how the dots filled in those holes, and it's really cool. So now I'm trying to find those stickers for that frame, trying to find something to put under there. Eventually I find a nice little adventurous sticker that goes right on there. I wasn't sure if it was going to show up well, but it does. At least in real life it does. Maybe not so much on the camera. And you don't see too many like 10 photo layouts, so I'm pretty excited about how I got so many photos on this one. That half page definitely helps. And it'll be more fun when you flip through too. Of course, I'll have to really think about when I'm making like a half page layout for the other side. That's going to be a challenge. I can't wait till I figure that out. Because I'll have to think about, the colors behind it. It'll have to be something bright, but not too matchy, because it'll be something completely different other than this tulip story, because I'm pretty much out of my tulip photos. Since I was originally going to do it, I was only going to use like 7 or 8 photos. Then I ended up using 10, so I don't have too many extra photos that will tell the story that relate to my son. I have a lot more for my daughter, but not too many more for my son. So I was just handwriting the one on that page, and I'm going to look for the top 10 I want to cover that sticker up. So I find this another little label with the date that you can put on there. That works out pretty well. And now I'm just going to write what happened that day. And what it's going to say for the first picture, the tulip fields never end. And it'll be, can I pick it? The third photo will be, I'm not going to smile. Fourth is going to be, I don't like getting my hands dirty. My son just doesn't like getting dirty. So that one's really fitting for him. Describes him to a T. Number 5 will be, can I eat it? Nope. 6 will be more photos. We took a lot of photos. So. Number 7 will be, I will not tiptoe unless I have both shoes. He's only got one shoe in that photo. The other one fell off. Luckily, we did find it again. 8 will be, my sister makes everything more fun. 9, what an amazing view from up here. And 10, they are beautiful. It's kind of a stretch for that last photo, but we made it work. And my video is going to run out real soon. I think I ended up being called to change a diaper or something, and I never hit record again after I paused it a minute. So you're just going to see me lay it down. You won't see me adhere it. But I hope you will enjoy the photos that you do see at the end. Thanks a lot for watching, and I really hope you like it. Bye.